flips on Instagram and is now like a social media famous individual?
Well, first of all, my name is Shaquan Parson. I am 20 years old. I am a martial artist, um, a gymnast as well. I do gymnastics as well. And I'm a football player as well, still trying to go into D1 football. But if that doesn't happen, I still can continue my career of what I'm doing as well, trying to become an actor, finish up school at Georgia State, in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, become a physical therapist, be an actor, or be an actor or a stuntman, of course.
Damn, so you got a lot of options. You got like 4 different doors you're keeping open right now. What are you studying in school?
Well, right now I'm trying to study up for PT school, to be honest, trying to get in. So yeah. But now I'm a sophomore in college.
Okay. And so how did you start gymnastics at a young age? Because man, some of those flips that you're doing on your Instagram, it's like you got some crazy bails, you got some crazy landings. Like, take me through what got you started on this. Like, obviously, it's not something you just randomly started jumping. Like, you obviously were inspired by someone. Or you just jumping and doing around. What's the backstory?
Okay, so well, here's the funny thing. My mom actually taught me how to do my first backflip over her knee when I was like 6 years old, to be honest. Because I was like, because to be honest, when I was little, I actually lived in Connecticut, in a little town or whatnot. And my mom actually taught me how to do my first back when we first moved into Georgia or whatnot. And this was actually kind of inspired by, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on TV. So, I had to go ahead and try a little bit.
Michelangelo, Donatello. Yeah, boys.
Oh, yeah. And then, she go ahead, she was like, well, you know what? Like, I started running around the house and whatnot, but she wanted to teach me how to do, some of her things and whatnot. So I was like, yeah, go ahead and try it. My first backflip over her knee and stuff. I was having fun and stuff. And that's when I started off. And I thought I was so brave when I was like 6 or 7 years old. I was like, let me go ahead and try it. Went ahead and did it, bust my head real quick. So, I still needed practice on that, but my mom actually was my inspiration to do it, to be honest. She still she still is to this day, that's how I started off. And then I just started progressing on when I was between 8, 9, 10. That's when I started getting to martial arts. And when I started getting into martial arts, I found this sport called martial arts tricking, which is more advanced from gymnastics. When I wanted to do gymnastics, but I found something even more with that. So as soon as they say you can add martial arts to, I was like, what? Really? You can add martial arts to what gymnastics is doing too? And I was like, yo, let me go ahead and try that. I busted my butt off a few times, trying to learn it. And let me tell you, it was a long road to get to where I now, because everyone's always saying yo, that's easy. No, man.
Dude, right. I can't even imagine what it's like going through some of those flips. I struggle doing a front flip into the water, let alone on solid ground. I can't even imagine it. And you're doing just some crazy feats. Do you have a specific goal that you try and get after? When you wake up in the morning, this is the trick I'm trying to land, or this is exactly what I'm trying to do? Or do you just jump in the air and whatever way your body flips, that's the way you're trying to land?
I mean, I'm not going to cap. When I'm in the air, it's kind of crazy because I have these ideas when I'm in the air. I'm like, wait a minute, what if I go ahead and add this? And off of all my landings or whatnot, I try to perfect them. Try to when I do the, say for instance, when I did this one flip, there's this guy named called Tanner Witt on Instagram. That's my boy. He's amazing. Oh my God, I should check his IG.
Tanner Witt.
Oh yeah, he's okay. He's my inspiration too. But I got so many other people before I go. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into him first. So yeah, he kind of inspired me to go into what's that flip? Yeah, to go into the backflip to a Jesus, to a Superman pose.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I gotta try this. But I kind of put a twist into it, again with the perfection. I try to go ahead and try to land without even moving into it, off of those type of tricks or whatnot. If I can do a move without even moving, land perfect, like this, we good. But even if I'm moving, it's still a land. Yeah. It's still either way, so I'll be happy about that. But other than that, yeah, I be trying to, like, for me, I try to perfect my moves. At least try to, like, if I post on my Instagram like, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and try this again, which I am, of course. But this time I want to try to make it much better than it was before that post.
Yeah, that's one of the things I appreciate is you don't just post the ones that you're landing. You post the ones that you get close and you're all fired up. You're flexing your muscle. You're like, dude, ooh, ooh, ooh. Like you get fired up. You're into it, right?
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't try to flex or anything. Like, I just be like, yo, I actually did this. I'm gonna go ahead and post this thing like right now. Like even if I follow or not, all right, like everyone's always telling me like, you should post your fails and all that. I'm like, okay, just a little bit, but like, all the other ones, some of them like I see that I put effort into them, and some of them that I don't. And sometimes I'm like, if I don't see the ones I don't put an effort in, I'm just like, nah, I ain't posting that. I ain't posting that. But I have to try it again over and over and over again until I get just the right time, the right move.
How did it feel to get featured on SportsCenter? Like these like man, take me through that because that's crazy. You're just posting up for fun and then you get featured on a worldwide sports net.
To be honest, it was kind of crazy to be honest. Not gonna lie, because like I've always told my mom, dad when I was like, yo, wait until one day I get on ESPN or something or Sports Center. At the age of 20, I'm just like, what? But like, I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was blown away. And as soon as I like, the first time I got in there, got on there, right? First time I got in there, my Instagram. I woke up this morning. I just like, yeah, I posted and whatnot, right? I looked up, I saw my feed. I was like, on my thing, I was like, you know how the following, you see how many followers you got?
Yeah.
I was like 3,000 followers. What the heck? And then like 200 comments. I was like, hold up, wait a minute, where's this coming from? I looked at my DMs. I was like, yo, it came from a message from sports. I'm like, yo, like we love your video type thing. Like, can we have your permission to see? I was like, I'm sorry, what? Y'all want on y'all's thing? I was like, heck yeah. And they gave me credit off of it. I made sure because if you gotta make sure you at least like off of Sports Center and Bleacher Report, you gotta at least make sure that you be like thorough with them saying, yo, put my name in the thing, because if you don't, someone else is gonna take your credit, and they the ones gonna get the followers. No offense on Sports Center or whatnot. I'm just saying I try to make sure I'm thorough with them. I'm like, yo, make sure
you deserve.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because there was this video when I was in football or whatnot, right? When I don't think you saw it, like I guess like a big old crowd on the side of me or whatnot, and I was doing the Jesus look or whatnot, and one of my friends, they posted it, but they forgot to tag me, and it was on Sports, and I was like, yo, so mad. Like 4 years ago, I was like, I could have had millions of followers by now when I was at the age of 16. Didn't get it. But now, hey, I'm good. I'm straight, having fun with it, doing what I got to do.
Yeah, you can tell you're having fun with it. That's the best part. I love it. And like, so what's come from that now? Now that you're 20 years old, you got over 100,000 followers on Insta. Where are you partnering with brands? Are you using that social media following to monetize in any way, or what's the goal as an athlete now?
Actually, both. And not gonna lie, oh man, I'm just I got a big call after this one. I got a big call from America's Got Talent. So I'm gonna go ahead and shine off of that too.
I love it. That's awesome. Good for you, man. Well, congratulations on that. So what's the basically now you're in this MMA where you're doing this gymnastics as well, but is the end goal obviously you want to be in that NFL with this huge following? If you start training hard, you're obviously going to have some people interested in who you are, what you've done in the past, and obviously you're a freak athlete just given you're shredded. So what's the goal then? Are you going to continue trying to work hard at that football level?
Yes, I would love to. From both, like for me, like it was always a struggle when I was in high school and whatnot between martial arts and high school football, and I had to go ahead and combine those together. So, like, say for instance, I had a day when I didn't have football. Like I had a whole schedule. I didn't have 1 day or 2 days. I go straight into martial arts. Go straight into it. Between like Monday, Tuesday football. Take a break from have a break or whatnot. Wednesday, Thursday, martial arts. Friday, games, go into it.
Nice.
I just kept the grind going. For me, I'm just like, I just don't stop. I'm always looking for stuff that I need to work on. Be like, if I don't work on this, like, okay, I got next day, or I got the next day, or next week. I just keep going. I keep building up. Oh, and I don't just stop at one progress. I just keep going over and over and over again.
Yeah, the never-ending search for the ultimate success. I love it. What's your nutrition like? Your training? Are you in the gym constantly? Are you eating to specific calories? Are you counting your macros? What's the background?
Okay, so I'm it's gonna shock a few people. I do not have a diet, y'all. I do not. I eat like I'm fat, not really. I eat anything that I like see or whatnot. And then I take my protein shakes and whatnot. I make sure, I do that and stuff other than that. And what was the other question, by the way? My bad.
No, your diet and like your training in the gym.
Oh,
Obviously, you've got a bunch of different sports you're training for. Are you just going dynamic lifts? Are you going stereotypical? What do you
oh,
at?
okay, so I have a job at Planet Fitness, so obviously I work there for free or whatnot. But like, yeah, I do work out too. As soon as I get off of work or whatnot, I go ahead and go ahead and hit my reps. What I need to work on the most, if I see a trick or if I'm like lacking in like leg strength or body strength, I'm like, I bet I go ahead and hit the gym real quick, and I go ahead and hit my foot drills as well. My ladder drills and everything. Make sure I'm on top of that as well because I don't want to lose my speed. Off of that, in my football, and then strength for my gymnastics and core.
Damn, it just never stops, eh?
Hey, I'm a grinder. I go for what I want.
I love it. Do you? Is there a football player you're trying to emulate, or like that you look up to that you'd love to be like?
Oh man, to be honest, I've always loved Saquon Barkley. That man, amazing. Like that's what he actually got me inspired because there was this one time it was like in one of my football games in high school. It was like 31-0 or whatnot. All right, bet because the opponent's team was winning or whatnot. I went ahead and jumped over these two guys at the same time just to go for that touchdown. Got inspired by him. I was like, yes, sir.
Damn.
Love that.
I love it. But you gotta start squatting like 500 pounds for reps because that guy's got some quads.
Oh, trust me. I broke the high school record for 600. I'm good with it. I'm good
So
with it.
What's your vert then? What? Because you just do these crazy jumps, but what do you have a standing vertical of like 48 or what?
And I know it's past 48 because I was at a combine one time. I hit at least like 56 or something or more. I was like, man, like I don't remember it, but I know it's like all the way. You know how you have the ladder thing or whatnot. Yeah. The thing I touched all the way to the top right there. Everyone, wow. I had the.
You should check out what the world's biggest vertical is, Jordan. See if you can find that.
Oh, if I find it, I'm gonna go ahead and try to break it.
Look now.
Because like for me, I don't just want to do tricking and whatnot too. I mean, yeah, I want to become an actor and a football player, but if I can, break a world record too, go ahead. I can go ahead.
Yeah. We just had episode 41 of the Athletes Podcast featured Tyler Freeze, who now holds a world record for Murphs in 24 hours. Guy did 16 and 3/4 Murphs. And you know what a Murph is?
Oh, what is it, to be honest? What is it?
So you run 1 mile, you do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 air squats. And then you run another mile. Take that.
Wow.
Yeah, and you want to know the cherry on top? Guy did it with a 20-pound vest on. He did 16 and 3/4 of those Murphs in 24 hours. No sleep, just ate white rice and mass gainer.
Wow. So, there's a thing called I'm gonna have to train for that. That's so good, But like right now, I'm good right now. I might try.
I'd say you're doing all right.
Oh yeah, yes sir. Doing my thing.
For that vertical jump, I think I got
Evan Unger at 63.5 inches. So
yeah, and we got the video here too.
Evan Unger, he's from Canada. Let's get him on the Athletes Podcast.
Of course.
And the previous world record was 60 inches held by Justin Bethel. Crazy. All right, well, you got there's your goal there, 63.5. Let's see if you can do it, eh?
Oh my God.
Oh, let's watch this video here. This is ridiculous.
I'm confident if I can do that. I'm confident if I can.
Yeah, totally. For those who are just listening, we're watching the highest standing jump on YouTube. Evan Unger breaks the Guinness World Record, 63.5. That's ridiculous. There's people that aren't even that tall.
To be honest, I'm confident if I can do that too. I just gotta go ahead and train off of it. I'm like, there's no such thing as impossible for me. Like, if you can do it, you can do any. Like, what my mom always said, you can do anything as long as you put your mind to it.
Yeah, damn right.
Of course. And then I got a friend named Alan Davies. He's like, he's becoming to be an EMT surgeon or whatnot.
Okay.
Or I guess what he's doing. He can, he's amazing. He can. I'm pretty sure me and him, we can jump. We can do that.
Yeah, you definitely got hops, man. 64 inches. That's the goal. Just get after it.
Yes, sir. Oh God, yes, sir.
So, take us through a bit about what college is like for you right now at Georgia State. You're going through. You're becoming a massage therapist, physical therapist.
Yeah.
Georgia State was actually featured in Bill Gates' Notes as one of the most progressive universities as far as their ability to really work with their students and create a standard of excellence. So have you experienced that yourself as well?
Yes, I've actually have. My first freshman year, it was hard or whatnot. It was cool. I passed and everything. But right now, since we're in COVID right now, I'm not actually gonna be able to go into the university, sadly, because of that. But right now, I'll be taking online classes to go ahead and finish up my sophomore year, and probably by next year, I have enough points or whatnot, enough credits or whatnot, I'll be transferring onto the campus for the next last 2 years or whatnot.
Gotcha. Yeah, Jordan, I don't know if you're able to find that article. You're getting a lot of work today, but that Gates Notes one, it's amazing as far as what they share. Here we go. Yeah, so Putting Students First is the title of this. It was published in 2017, but the university boosted its graduation rate by 22 points in 10 years and eliminated the achievement gap. So only about half of the students, so based on the latest college completion trends, only about half of those students, 54.8%, will leave college with a diploma. The rest, most of them low-income, first-generation, and minority students, will not finish a degree. They'll drop out.
Okay.
But if you move forward, scroll down a bit there. Today, the university's graduation rate tops 54% and a 22-point improvement among the highest increases in the nation during this period. So I was doing this research, and when I found out you were at Georgia, I was like, man, this is incredible. And I think it's a testament to the fact that obviously universities need to start catering the best to their students. And for those who are interested, you can read more on this article. It's incredible. But they started going into detail around, when they were tracking the data as far as if a student wasn't doing well, or if a student failed a specific class, they would go in, reach out. The guidance counselor got a note, got a little asterisk saying, hey, reach out to this kid. They got the attention that they needed, and now their graduation rate's skyrocketing. So I think it's a great institution that you're at, man.
Oh yeah, of course. Thank you so much off of that. But yeah, for me, I want to do really good or whatnot off of what I'm doing. But yeah, I do want to get my degree. I do want to do my best. Can you give me one second?
Okay. Jordan, what do you think right now? Do you think he's going to get 64 inches on that vertical?
I think you seen those flips the man does. He could.
Okay, so wait, for those who are wondering, go through while Shaquan's out there for a second. His Instagram handle is Jesus_is_my_blessing. Just giving you a shout out on your Insta. And, man, on some of those flips, I think we can get at least 60 inches there. So I'd say you're close.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get there. Almost there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If you do it, we'll figure out a way to make sure that we showcase it on our end and give you the respect you deserve. Get the followers for you.
Hey, yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So what's the Huddle account you've got here tagged in your Instagram? Is that specifically for your recruiting?
Actually, yes, that is my highlight. That is my high school highlight. Yes, those are for me. Like, just in case the coach come in, see my thing, but check my highlight out. I ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if y'all want to, go ahead and reach out too. You know what I'm saying? Hook a brother up.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things. So Cyril Grayson, who was the 33rd episode, he's a player for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a wide receiver. He's bounced around from a couple different teams, but one of the things that was interesting is he was a track star at LSU. Didn't even play football during university. In his last year, went to the team's pro day where they had a bunch of NFL teams. The Seahawks signed him right away, right out of that pro day. He hadn't played football in 4 years. So, you kind of remind me of what he was able to do in the sense that you didn't play during university, but you've got some absolutely insane raw athletic ability. Is this, as long as you're keeping yourself in shape, obviously they're going to see the crazy stats that you're putting up as far as your vertical, your speed, because you ran at what, 4.5 on your 40-yard dash?
I ran a 4.5 in my Well, yeah, I ran a 4.5 when I was running back on up. But yes, in my camps, yes, I did run a 4.5.
As you said, in the NFL records, a 4.22, I think, by John Ross. That's close. Wow.
I love John Ross. I'm just like, I seen the high. Oh my gosh. Yes.
So, ultimately, man, keep that dream alive because you've got some insane talent that legitimately is going to be staggering to NFL scouts if they see the fact that you can do that. Then you just got to showcase the fact you know how to run with the ball.
Yeah, sir. Appreciate that, of course. When they see my jumping ability, though, if I break the record off of that, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. You just got to start showcasing a bit more of your athletic ability. They know you can jump. So get out there, throw some sports highlights in there, and you'll be killing the game. Do you follow any other sports, or are you just big on the NFL and MMA?
Actually, MMA, football. Oh my God, I love gymnastics. Always gonna be in my heart. The diving team, swimming, and I love a little. What's that? Track and field. Love it.
There you go. I love it. All right. So one of the questions that one of our followers had, his name is Brandon Johnson. His Instagram handle is Brandon Johnson 88. The guy's an actual stud runner. The guy can run for miles forever. But his question was, how did you find your way to Christ? How did you find your way to Jesus?
Jesus. Oh man. So actually, me and my mom and dad, we are, big religious people or whatnot. I mean, not like big, like, oh, if you don't do this, Jesus don't love you type thing. No, it's not like that. Yes. How I found him, my mom actually introduced me to him. She went ahead as soon as I came out. She got me straight into church or whatnot, and I went ahead I was like, trying to understand, what they're talking about and whatnot, or what they're saying, and try to understand it. And yes, God is true. I'm not saying that for everybody. Everyone has their own different religions. I'm not going ahead against that at all. But yes, I believe that God is true, and He is real. Because one thing for sure, look what He did for me. I'm over here on a podcast with y'all. I'm chilling. I got my own job. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm just getting featured off of all these other places. Like, come on, let's go, man. Like, of course, I love it. But yeah, thank God. As soon as I go for a trick or whatnot, because before my mom died in 2017, I was like, yo, like, I gotta get a bigger relationship with God, because I lost that when my mom died when I was 2017. I went ahead, I prayed every day. I prayed all the time, get better and whatnot, and He came through. He came through for me, and I went ahead and I just kept going on it. As soon as I do, everything that I do is for Him, and everything I do is for my mom as well. So everything that I do, I want to strive for greatness. I want to go for what I need to do, so I can, be financially stable, help my dad out, or better yet, get myself to the top that everyone knows who I am.
That's amazing. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your mom, and it's inspirational, the fact that you're doing this for her as well as for God. And I appreciate the end goal of that being on the top. I can relate to that in the sense that nothing's ever good enough, right? You just got to keep grinding, keep putting in the work, and enjoying the process. And that's what it looks like you're doing every day, right? You're posting these videos that you're never not smiling, and it's amazing, man.
I appreciate that. Hey, that's all God. That's why I'm always smiling, because everyone's always telling me, how are you smiling? I'm like, hey, man, I get on my knees and I pray. I read my Bible verse every day. I go ahead and get it.
So have you experienced any like serious injuries from doing these tricks that you do? Because I feel like, yeah. So let's hear a bit about them.
Oh man, my ankle and whatnot. You know, if I land a certain way, I'm like, ow, or it got a little twisted or whatnot. Not like broken or whatnot, but yeah, I have witnessed some injuries. I'm like, don't get it twisted, y'all. It do hurt sometimes, but like, you know, if I learn, you know, I learned how to like be careful with one of my moves and whatnot. If I accidentally fall, I try to bail out of it. I have like a parkour type of roll, whatnot. Oh, by the way, what I do is not parkour, y'all. It's martial arts tricking. Look it up. It is amazing. I'm telling you. It's beautiful. It's a mixture of everything, but not parkour, because I am not jumping over buildings and stuff. I am not that crazy.
So can you, with this martial arts tricking, is this something that you could bring to like the UFC, for instance? Is there rules and regulations against it?
I mean, there is some people that actually, like, you know, when they win their fight over a knockout or whatnot, there's actually 2 people that did tricking moves in it too. I'm not gonna cap for their victory, like, you know, their wins or whatnot. They actually did. So I seen a few tricking moves that they did, and there's some people that actually did it in a fight. Kind of crazy, because they were like, I guess there was this one time this guy was on the floor. This guy did a whole backflip to this guy's stomach, doing it. I was just like,
Yeah.
nah, that like it's like.
Well, I know too that you had many years ago now, but you had Anthony Showtime Pettis using the side of the cage there. He stepped on the side of the cage and just threw, it was like a sidekick to Benson Henderson's face, and it's been showcased a lot as a highlight. So yeah, those kind of moves, they're pretty sick to watch too.
Oh yeah, and there's this guy named Super something. He's like Cut something. I forgot what his name. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to. Oh, my phone died. Oh, that's great. I was gonna show y'all, but like, there's this one guy. He actually he transitioned into martial arts tricking or whatnot, and got into the UFC too. He was actually doing like competitions or whatnot with us or whatnot, and then he just went ahead, and like transferred on to like, you know, USC, and he's now a millionaire or whatnot. Basically, he's living it up. He's doing his thing. He's literally doing fights and still doing what he's got to do, and doing like a little bit of tricking moves as well. Like, it's not like big like I'm doing, but he's like doing the small things, just like pretty crazy. Like, he's bringing it out too.
Yeah, it's amazing. And that's one of the beauties of social media, is that you can share all this content that you're doing, the tricks, the fails, the lands. And you know what? It's super cool. We're super excited to continue watching your videos, sharing what we can to do what we can to support you. One of the last questions we always ask the athletes we have on the podcast is, what kind of tips, tricks, pieces of advice would you give to that younger generation of athletes? Obviously, you as a 20-year-old who's been inspired by a plethora of individuals, what would you give to that younger generation?
First of all, stay safe. First of all, don't do anything that is risky. If you are not, like, I'm not trying to discourage anybody, but like, if you are not ready to do that move, don't do it, because there's so many people out there right now. You can look into my feed, into my comment section, saying, "Why aren't you doing double backflip? Why aren't you doing double backflip?" Listen, man, I'm not ready to do that on no grass. I'm not ready to do that on concrete. Y'all can do it though, but for me, I try to do these, creativity moves right now. As soon as my gymnastic, gym opens up because of COVID or whatnot, I'll learn how to do a double back. But right now, y'all just gonna see my creativity and what my mind and how I put things together type thing, But like, my advice again, stay safe. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. It doesn't matter. They can start off young. I'm telling you, once you start off young, you get older. Because I started tricking when I was like 10, 11 or whatnot. That's when I found out. And I started a little bit. But when I started like progressing on, again, like, think about it. Like, you're an athlete, you keep progressing over and over again. Once you start progressing, you get better and better all the time. So that's advice for like the youth. Like if you keep doing what you gotta do, you do it. Like for me, stay away from drugs. Stay away from all this other stuff that's going on right now. Let other people do that. If you worrying about your grind, you worrying about what you're doing right now, you're gonna make it. Those people right now, those type of people right now, if you start doing that, think about it. I'm inspiring so many people too. Think about it. If you do the same thing I'm doing, or other people, or other athletes, or whatnot, NFL, tennis, volleyball, anybody, if you're inspired by that, just think you start inspiring more and more people, from me to you to other people, your friend, your family, your grandma, anybody can do it.
This
I'm
goes
telling
on.
you, anybody can do it. I'm excited to even to have such a big impact on everybody in this world, what I'm doing right now. And now I'm soon, sooner or later, I'll be taken to the big screen, make a much bigger impact.
I love it. I love it. And Shaquan, thank you very much for coming on the Athletes Podcast, man. It's been a pleasure. A lot of fun.
Hey, you're so welcome. Hey, you don't mind if I put my handle in here real quick?
Dude, throw it up. Tell everyone.
All right, let me go ahead and put my intro in real quick. What is good? It's your boy Shaquan Parson, aka on TikTok. My name is the Real Black Panther _. Don't forget the underscore. If you want to just put in Shaquan Parson. And my Instagram is Jesus_is_my blessing. Sorry if it's long. That's my IG handle. Or you can just type my name in or whatnot. And I thank you all for letting me be on the podcast today. This is amazing. I love y'all. Yo, everyone go follow them. They're amazing. They put me on the podcast. Like, what's up? Like, we're going to do this again.
Yeah, we will do it. 100%.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
100%. All right, man. Well, again, thank you very much for coming on. Look forward to chatting with you soon. Take care, Shaquan.
I thank you all. Thank you so much.